What's up, everybody? Back for another beer review, and today I am reviewing yet another beer from Great Notion Brewing, and they're out of Portland, Oregon, and this is their Luminous number 4. So they are calling this a Tart India Pale Ale, but it is a part of their Luminous series, which is a Sour IPA series, and they are brewing this one with lactose and then conditioning it on Meyer Lemon, vanilla bean, and toasted coconut. Comes in at 6% alcohol by volume, no IBUs listed in time of review. This can is approximately 1 month old, and I want to give a huge thanks and shout out to a good friend of mine and fellow beer tuber, Han, over at Han Yolo Reviews. He hooked me up with this one along with 5 other beers from the Pacific Northwest, and yeah, I have been enjoying most of them to date, and I will post a link in the description box to the beer mail unboxing video I did of all the goodies he sent my way, along with a link to Han's channel. If you haven't checked it out, highly recommend doing so. Han is just a great dude in general, but he drinks some awesome beer, and he also does sneaker reviews. If that's your jam, check him out. So thanks again, Han. I do appreciate it. So yeah, on the side here, it actually says Luminous is our series of sour IPAs, and each batch is uniquely different. Luminous 4 was fermented with Lactobacillus, house yeast, and milk sugar. We conditioned this unique beverage on Meyer Lemon, vanilla bean, and toasted coconut. So, like I said, 6%. Drink today, and the date is almost exactly a month old. So yeah, I'm pretty excited to get into this one. You guys know I love toasted coconut. And sour IPAs, Hudson Valley is the king for me. Most sour IPAs come off as just sour ales with adjuncts in them. So I'm hoping this one does have some kind of, IPA characteristic to it. I guess we'll see. Give it a pour here. Pours out like a New England style IPA. I can already tell from the carbonation that this is going to fizz away just from all the adjuncts, probably the coconut oils for the most part. But anyway, that pours out this really bright, vibrant orange yellow color. Very murky and turbid. It had about a finger of a bright white head that is dissipating as we speak. It is like fizzing along like a soda pop. And yeah, it plays the role of a sour IPA. Very, very akin to like the Hudson, they mentioned Hudson Valley beers and a lot of other ones I've had. Anyway, let's get a nose. Ooh, a lot of that Meyer Lemon. Wow, so just with the base sour component to this one, there's probably a decent amount of lemon or lemon lime, and then you use Meyer Lemon, there's a lot of lemon. Very nice vanilla / lactose vibe to this one. They're using both vanilla bean and milk sugar, aka lactose. So yeah, it honestly smells like a lemon creamsicle. Not really getting any of toasted coconut. More often than not, even though I've mentioned this numerous times, I love toasted coconut. I'm a coconut fiend. Toasted coconut, raw coconut, whatever. Coconut from barrels, whatever. I love coconut, and more often than not, when they use it as an adjunct, it kind of gets lost for me. Maybe because I need a bunch of it to bring it out, or maybe it just kind of gets lost when they're using, 2 or 3 different adjuncts. But I'm just not picking up in here. This is all about the vanilla and the lactose and pretty much lemon. There is a slight like hop 4 characteristic. There's like a herbaceous dankness, but there's also a little bit of like stone fruit, like peach and apricot. If I was doing this blind though, I have to keep it 100, as I always say, and this just smells like a sour beer that pretty much has lemons and vanilla in it, or lactose. That's kind of what it smells like. If I was doing it blind, that's probably what I guess. Lemon creamsicle the entire way, but let's get into it. So cheers, everybody, and thanks again, Han. It's fucking dynamite. Wow. Definitely getting the toasted coconut on the palate, which is cool. First off, 6%, it's a bit thin. This is drinking like higher side of light body. It's a bit thin at 6%, but I don't really care. The mouthfeel, I think the mouthfeel, it's appropriate for a sour IPA like this. Yes, they're using lactose. There's a little bit of creaminess, but it has a nice effervescent, like, very vibrant carbonation to it on the palate. Right up front though, tons of vanilla and lemon. It is lemon creamsicle all day up front. So pass through the palate, that toasted coconut pops in. Could be, they're obviously, like I said, using cashmere, which gives a little bit of coconut characteristics from that hop, but they're also using toasted coconut. A little bit of coconut pops in. But then I'm hit with this like slight bitterness, herbaceous dankness that is reminiscent of hops. So I'm actually getting the IPA portion of the show here. It finishes semi-dry, slightly bitter, and decently acidic too, because it is a you know, it is a sour beer. The overall characteristic of the sour from like on a level of, my level of sourness goes from basically lower end of tart to higher end of sour. So tart doesn't mean full on puckering. Once you get into the sour realm, there's a puckering. This is like mid-range tartness. If your palate is not acclimated to sours, I could see how this could be on the lower end of sour. But for somebody like myself who's drank a lot of sour beers, this one doesn't come off overly sour. Like I said, it's just moderately tart, if anything. As you can see, I'm taking this down. Super easy to drink. Drinks like a 4 or 5% beer, just in terms of like, obviously the body, but like there's nice flavors here, but it's so easy to drink. Yeah, this is lemon creamsicle into some IPA with a little bit of toasted coconut. It's, you know, basically moderately tart. It does finish quite acidic though. I feel like I might get heartburn from this. There is a decent acidity here. But flavor-wise, this is fucking absolutely delicious. Wow. Yeah, if you like sour IPAs, or you like sours in general, and you like lemon, vanilla, or coconut, or all three, this is for you. Luckily, I do. It's not the best sour IPA I've ever had. Obviously, that goes to Hudson Valley, and it's going to be hard to dethrone them. But this is up there. So rating on the Luminous number 4 from Great Notion, 4.5 out of 5. Straight 4.5 out of 5. This is super tasty. I'm glad that I picked up the toasted coconut on the taste. I really like that lemon creamsicle vibe I'm getting from the overall characteristic of the beer. It carried over from the nose to the taste. I do enjoy that. I get some IPA characteristics. Most sour IPAs, as I mentioned, don't really do that for me. Overall, I can't knock this beer too much. I would like a little bigger body, maybe a little bit more of a creaminess too. Lactose is just adding a little bit, but for the most part, this is really delicious. If you've had this beer, let me know what you think about it. This is obviously the only beer within their Luminous series that I've had, and if this is any indication, I would love to try more from them. So once again, thank you very much, Han. I do appreciate you hooking me up with this one and all the Great Notion beers and all the Pacific Northwest beers. It's been so fun reviewing all these beers, and for the most part, they've been pretty damn delicious. So once again, thank you, Han, and thanks to everybody else for stopping by. Another beer review here on the Beer Patrol. Until the next one, cheers.